What's up, YouTube? I'm Fitz and I'm ready to talk. So let's get right into it. First person I want to talk about is Kandi, aka Kandi Burrus, aka Kandi the Gang, aka Bills writer, aka Scrubs writer. We all know who she is. We're Housewives of Atlanta, Kandi. So she was on a podcast called Tricky. It's with Raquel Hopper. She's actually from TMZ Live. I think this is all through TMZ's brand. It's her podcast. And she asked Kandi about Phaedra returning. Like, if Phaedra returns back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, would you stay? And then she also asked her, when does she plan on leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta? So, I'm going to answer this in two parts. I'm going to talk about it in two parts. And I also answer, my opinion of it all. So, first part, when she asked about Phaedra, Kandi said absolutely not. She would leave Real Housewives of Atlanta if they invite Phaedra back. Got it. Okay, understood that. So, what I did with both of these questions is that I want to go ahead and look through the comments, on YouTube and see what everybody thought, because I just like to get other people's opinion, just to see, who thinks like me or who doesn't think like me. I just want to see, the contrast and all. So a lot of people say, Kandi needs to go ahead and go, Phaedra needs to come back, or they need to have a head-to-head, or da-da-da-da. Okay. This is what I wanted to challenge people. That's what I said in the comments area. If you had a friend and you guys are on a syndicated reality show to where you have millions of views, and at that point, I think they were doing very, very close to millions of views. So you have, and by now, of course, everybody knows the infamous whole story that Phaedra lied on Kandi and said Kandi wanted to drug and rape Portia, and it was all told by Phaedra and it didn't come out until the reunion. So, Kandi, of course, was done. Like, I would be done. We have to go back and remember, they were good friends. Granted, a reality show only shows 45 minutes of their lives each week, but we know for a fact that they were close, because we all remember when Kandi was ready, I'll go off in this bitch, or whatever, I'll beat this bitch, whatever she was saying at the Diddy's slum party. Phaedra was trying to help her calm down, though Apollo was going crazy. And it was another time when Kandi was going off. She was there to kind of bring her down, so that shows that they had some type of close relationship, right? And we do remember, that just them being together, right? Kandi went and said they did family trips together to where they were around each other. We know that Apollo and Todd, which is Kandi's husband, Apollo is Phaedra's ex, that they were close. He kept a bike at Phaedra's or at Kandi's house or whatever. So we know for a fact that they had to be close, right? So at the end of the day, if I was Kandi, fuck that. I don't care about something in her bag. We wouldn't be cool. She can never be in my circle ever, like, not even my presence ever in life again, because at the end of the day, you try to jeopardize what I built. You know what I'm saying? The brand that she has built. The other question was, when does she plan on leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta? And Kandi pretty much said she's gonna ride this train till the wheels fall off. She's gonna stay because they have helped her build who she is. We knew Kandi before this for her being with Escape and her being a songwriter. But now she has a restaurant, she has a sex toy line, she has all type of shit that has literally built up a production company that has came from, she's on TV, like, outside of reality TV, like, she's actually an actress, like, she has built a brand for herself. So of course I would, if I was Kandi, I would literally stay there just to stop Phaedra's back. Since she was vindictive and she was a fucking backbiter, I wouldn't necessarily be a backbiter because I would never do that. But at the end of the day, I would be there because it would be out open. I would literally say, I'm staying because I don't want Phaedra to come back. And they want to keep me. So, and that's why I have this spinoff. I'm not leaving until I'm ready to. And at the end of the day, Phaedra, I don't want Phaedra back. So Phaedra's not going to be come back. And I would make it be known. I would say it publicly. I understand that probably would bring a lot of heat to Kandi for saying that. And that's probably why she stays politically correct. But at the end of the day, fuck that. I still will be holding that grudge because you tried to destroy me. And not only destroy me, you destroyed my family, my wealth. Like, come on. Kandi, at the end of the day, if people really would have ran with that, it wasn't addressed, Kandi could have lost everything she's built. So, of course, I wouldn't fuck with her at all. Not one bit. So, yeah. My opinion is, Kandi, yeah, granted, I feel like she has, been with Real Housewives of Atlanta for a very long time. So she decides to stop and quit. Go ahead. You've been there for a while. But her saying that Phaedra comes back, she's leaving, I can't blame her. Okay, next topic is Megan Thee Stallion versus 1501 Certified Entertainment Group, or 1501 Certified, some shit. It's 1501 Certified Entertainment. So this is the record label that she has been under for a very long time, I think since her career started, blazing. And they are suing her. They literally are suing her because they were saying that her last album that she released, that was Something for the Hotties, album. They are saying that it's not an actual album. So she has 2 more albums that she has to release underneath this record label, and then she can be free. So, we know she doesn't have an issue with this. Now, what they're saying about the reason why they are suing her is because they're saying that in order for them, in her contract, it says in order for it to be considered an album, it needs to be 12 original tracks, mastered original tracks. Now, that's the whole thing. In this industry, apparently people have to read the fine print. Read it. Like, they're pretty much saying you can't sample your own shit and try to put it on, or put it on something. It has to be something that's original in order for it to be. It needs to be 12. First of all, who's even doing 12 tracks anymore on an album? Like, when's the last time we've seen 12 tracks on an album? Like, albums are just as short as EPs used to be back in the day. Like, there are no longer, like, real lengthy albums anymore. So, my thing is this. I hope her lawyer is good enough to get her out of this record deal all the way together, because she deserves to. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has literally had a lot of success. She's a Grammy award-winning artist. She seems pretty cool outside of this whole Tory Lanez situation. Like, she seems like she has been doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Not in the scenes. We know she has been doing her thing. And she deserves to be, she's an artist. She deserves to be able to have, whatever she wants. She's creating this music. This is her voice, her talent that is on these records. So for somebody to clearly they're trying to take advantage of her, right? Like, she released another album, it should count. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, we understand that once you sign a dotted line, it's hard for, it to be broken, right? It's hard for you to be able to get out of certain contracts. But I hope the judge is able to see it her way and allow her to have this one album as an album, so that way she only has one more left, because she's ready to go. She said it so herself. She's ready to get out of it. I know she's managed by Roc Nation, so hopefully Jay-Z's lawyers or the Roc Nation, whatever, their lawyers can help her get out of this, because it just seems like it's messy. It seems like she has not been happy. She truly has not really been, well, I'm sure, has not been able to really enjoy her fruits of her labor.